Good morning. How are you, little Lissa Gramling?
Tired.
Me too. Now, tell me, why are you tired this week?
Work.
You're playing with the salami again? Is that what's
No,
happening?
actually, I'm playing with chicken now.
Oh, that's a little more poultry. Now, are they live or
No.
okay? So somebody's already killed them, and then it's your job to
They're all cooked too. So.
Have you ever tried chicken lips before? Have you ever?
What?
That was an old joke in my family. Mom would send you to the grocery store to get some food, and she'd say, "Don't forget the chicken lips." And I fell for that a couple times because I wasn't a very smart child.
Well, whenever I worked at Pizza Hut, somebody would always, if somebody new came in, they said, "Go look for the dough repair kit."
Yeah,
I fell for that once.
Well, my lovely wife is out of town this week. She followed her friend, her best friend, who moved to Kansas City a couple of years ago. They came to Ohio for a wedding, and she followed them in her little Jeep Ruby all the way back to Kansas City. So she is on the other side of Missouri right now, which
she's actually close to Bob and Tracy.
Yeah, she's thinking about stopping in to stay with them for a night on her way back home after she goes to see the Mark Twain Museum, of all things. But yeah, that means I have not slept. I can't sleep when she's not here.
Oh. Emma told me to tell you that Dan Callie said hello.
Dan Callie. Well, hello, Dan Callie, to you too. Miss you, buddy.
She met him at Shimmer this past weekend.
Nice. I saw pictures of a bunch of people there. It was very shimmery. Anyways, yeah, we're going to get into this today. I'm keeping the lights low because I haven't slept and I look like shit. But I do have a 4th of July gig this tonight and then another one on Saturday.
You forgot to minimize something.
What did I not minimize? Oh, there we go.
It's like in my peripheral and
yeah,
it was bugging me.
Move that out of the way. There we go. So let's get into this. We're very excited. Welcome to the Ramblin Gramling Show. This isn't just two people rambling. It's actually the Ramblin Gramling Show. This is where we go over all the audiobook releases of the week. At the end of the show, little Lissa Gramling goes over what she listened to or read. She has a bullet rating system. Amazon shows up, bringing bananas and bananas and that sort of thing. So the first one of the day is Alpha and Omega. Alpha's Rejects, Book 4 by Courtney W. Dixon, narrated by Harley Chase, who was in Batman, if I remember correctly. No. After that, we have
Savage Titan, an MM Hockey Bully Romance, North Shore Titans Hockey Book 1. That's a mouthful.
That's what.
By Evie Olson, narrated by Joe Arden and Liam DeCosmo.
After that, we had Frat Around and Find Out, Peach State Frat Bros, Book 1 by Devin McCormick, narrated by Spider-Man himself, Tim Page. Then we had
Nothing to Lose by Rebecca Wraith? I don't know. Narrated by Jake Boudreau. Okay.
Close enough.
There's another one.
After that, we had His Unicorn Alpha, Shifter's Sanctuary, Book 3 by Anna Sparrows, narrated by Zachary Zaba. Then we had
Breaking the Ice, Portland Evergreens, Book 4 by Beth Bolden, narrated by Darcy Stark.
Now, that is one of those terms, breaking the ice, it means something else. I think it means when you fart.
No.
After that, we had Loving the Legend, MM Sports Romance, Chasing Rings, MM Basketball Romance, Book 1 by Kit Gray, narrated by Jace Hunter. Then we had our audio clip of the day sent in to us by Nick J. Russo. Kick back, relax, and enjoy.
Hello there. Nick J. Russo here to tell you about my new audio release, Paternal Instincts, Valor and Doyle Book 8, written by Nikki James, and sadly the last one in the series. At the heart of a missing child case, Quaid and Aslan learn the true nature of fatherhood. With their baby due any day, Quaid ends up tangled in a case on the last day of work before his parental leave begins. Between eerie ransom notes and family secrets, unanswered questions pile up, twisting the case into something Quaid has never seen. Someone is lying, someone knows more than they're saying. With the help of supportive friends and colleagues, Quaid and Aslan are determined to solve the case before it's too late. When their surrogate goes into labor, Quaid struggles to let go and walk away. A boy has vanished. A life is in danger. Available now. Enjoy.
And we shall. Thank you very much, Nick, for sending that in. Miss you, buddy. After that, we had, there we go. How to Entice a Fiend, VRC, Vampire-Related Crimes, Book 6 by Alice Winters, narrated by Michael Frollo. Then we had
Mark's Forbidden Mate, M.M. Wolf Shifter Romance, Umbra Pack Chronicles, Book 6 by Blake R. Wolf, narrated by David Lane.
And then we had Unhinged Little Angel, Mafia Bound Book 3 by Cam Newhold, narrated by Nick J. Russo and Declan Winters. Then we had
The Poison Paradox, the mostly cozy fantasy of Orgs? What is that word? I'm tired.
Ogre.
Ogres and Sunbeams. What? By Ashley Felix A. Green, narrated by Thomas Busby. What in the world?
You're having a good time today. I can see that.
No, I'm not.
It's up on the screen if you want to read it for yourself. After that, we had Grave Situation by Louisa Masters, narrated by Michael Leslie. Then we had
Possessive Puck Boy. Puck Boys Book 8 by Eden Finley and Saxon James. No, I need to go back to bed. Narrated by Iggy Toma and Alexander Sindis.
Then we had Kissed by a Killer, Morelli Family, Book 5 by Leighton Green, narrated by Michael Frollo. After that, we had
How to Save Your Human Invader. Okay. Coveted Bonds, Book 2 by Arden Fox, narrated by Nick J. Russo and Gabriel Michael.
Then we had In Plain Sight, Legacy Mechanics, Book 3 by Willow Dixon, narrated by Iggy Toma and Tim Page. After that,
Bad Mate, St. Lakes, Book 10 by April Kelly, narrated by Simon Dornay.
Then we had Pretty Boy by K.C. Cassidy, narrated by Brad King. After that,
2,000 Promises, Kings of Chaos, Book 5 by Jocelyn Drake, narrated by Kevin Shen.
After that, Roaring Twenties Magic, Books 1 through 3, It's a Bundle, by Ali Theron, narrated by Joel Frumkin. After that, we had
Crash Test by Amy James, narrated by Gary Furlong and Patrick Zeller.
And then we had Ghost Eye, Dark Water Book 2 by Xanth Walter, narrated by Matt Addis. After that, we had
Elemental Men, the complete series by Louisa Masters, narrated by Joel Leslie.
And then we had The Grip of Death, Arcane Hearts, Book 8 by Nasri Noor, narrated by Zachary Johnson. And then we had
Rook's Time, Carnival of Mysteries. Okay. By Kim Fielding, narrated by Joel Leslie.
And finally, what everyone has been waiting for, and it'll be especially special today because little Alyssa Gramling can't talk, what you read this week. I will shut up and I won't say anything.
Oh, Claimed by the Orc Emperor by R.S. McKenzie. This was a bullet breaker.
Hey-o.
This is book 1 of a 3-book multi-author series. Book 1 is with Rain and the Orc Axum. Rain is a romance writer who is stuck on the pilot of one of his books, so he goes on a mini camping trip to clear his mind. While there, he explores a cave that has a portal to another world and soon finds out he is the Orc Emperor's fated mate. There's a ton of smutty times in this book, but also a lot of fluff, which is odd coming from this author who normally doesn't write fluff. I love the book, even though it did have a little bit of fluff and a lot of smutty times, but it was still great. And I really do love this author.
How do bullet breakers work when you're reading? I mean, I can understand it when you're listening, but Do you just automatically advance the page every 30 seconds? Is it?
It's basically a one-handed book.
That's what we should have called them. So
Yeah.
Bullet Breakers, it's a one-handed book. Anyways, I'm glad you all hung out today. Sorry we're both very low energy, but apparently while little Lissa Gramling is playing with chickens, I can't sleep without my wife here. Somebody send her home, please. That'd be awesome. I miss her. Love you guys. See you next week. Have fun. Good luck. Somebody needs
Hopefully
to...
next week I'll be more awake.
Yeah, and somebody burp Lissa. Have fun. Love y'all. See you soon. Bye.